The fire has now claimed the lives of 2 firefighters. Meanwhile, it's putting more homes and people at risk this noon. The fire jumped the Sacramento River overnight, which should have been a fire break. Right now, it has burned more than 44,000 acres and is just 3% contained. At least 20,000 people have been told to evacuate, and at least 110 structures have been damaged or destroyed. KPIX 5 reporter Joe Vazquez is near the fire lines in Redding.
I'm here on Turquoise Court in the Lake Redding Estates subdivision where we've been watching homes burn to the ground all morning. Here's one example. You see the car in the driveway, the metal just melted all the way down. That house just leveled by the flames. And then across the street right here, we saw a man come home and check on his home. All that is left is the basketball hoop.
It's all just ashes and burnt metal.
Alistair Sullivan says he was only given a few minutes to evacuate. As his house was burning to the ground, he was able to round up some important papers, but not much else.
That's pretty tragic. You try to grab things that you think are important and things you're not sure are important.
The Carr Fire is still out of control and has destroyed quite a few homes in the subdivisions of West Redding. Most of the day yesterday, it had hovered in a semi-rural area outside the western city limits, but then heavy winds began pushing it into more populated areas. As night fell, worried homeowners watched the flames get closer and closer.
Oh my God, everybody's like panicking and going crazy and everybody's just trying to leave.
Wind-whipped flames made roads nearly impassable. Evacuees quickly filled the highway out of town with bumper-to-bumper traffic. A Redding news station even had to abruptly end its fire coverage.
We are going to leave the station because it is now unsafe to be here.
This fire is extremely dangerous and moving with no regard for what's in its path.
The California National Guard has been called in to help with evacuations and firefighting efforts. In Redding, Joe Vazquez, KPIX 5.
That fire behavior yesterday afternoon when it was very, very hot was erratic. This morning, a lot calmer, but I do want to show you what's happening right now. Temperatures are soaring. So again, they're going to start to see those flames really taking off. Look at this right now, right near Whiskey Town Lake where that fire started. The weather gauge there says it's 103 degrees. So it's very hot. Humidity levels have certainly dropped over the past couple hours, now down to 21%. Nearby gusts for now are pretty calm, but fires like this tend to create their own weather patterns and they create their own swirling winds, especially given that terrain. Excessive heat warning in effect for that Redding area. So the daytime highs are very hot. Overnight lows are also still pretty warm. I'll talk more about our forecast coming up. Kenny.
Nada, thank you. CAL FIRE says that a mechanical failure of a vehicle likely started this fire. Check out the drone footage posted on Twitter by user Elizabeth Noria. And as the drone lifts, you could see the expanse of the red glow behind the city of Redding and the flames burning in every direction that you look.
Smoke from the fire is rising into the atmosphere. This photo shows the plumes of dark gray smoke visible from space. And check out this image showing the orange glow from the flames reflected in the Sacramento River. A Twitter user posted this time-lapsed footage as the fire raged last night.